see here, there's a thing on my couch. I don't know what it is. Actually, I do know what it is. I actually had this sent into work because I didn't want the delivery person to leave it at the door because, what is it? Let's open this up. I opened this ahead of time, so just to make sure all the contents were within, but I will pretend to open this box again, and you'll see what it is. Okay. So, we got something from... We got something from the store, the computer store. So, let's open it up. And like I said, I opened this up at work just to make sure everything was inside and all that. I haven't actually turned this on yet, so, but as you can see, it looks like a laptop. And yeah, I'm just going to take this out. Take it out. So, this is a laptop. There's another thing here, which is the power cable, which is important because I need to be able to charge and turn it on. Is there anything else in the box? Let's find out. You can't really see in there. Oh, there's manuals. So, yeah. Anything else? Nothing. Okay. So, we're going to take this little case off. And, yeah, as you can see, this is what came in the mail. Like I said, I had this sent into work. Fortunately, I work 10 minutes from home, so and I work for some very good people, so they allowed me to bring this into work. So you can't really see the detail on the top here, but it is a kind of chocolate black cover, or back end, whatever you want to call it, and it looks very sleek, looks really cool. I like it. I wasn't too sure what to expect. I got this on sale, so wasn't too sure what to expect. I thought it was going to be a little bit stuffy looking, but it wasn't. It actually looks pretty cool. I don't know if I'm going to put stickers on this or not. Obviously I'm going to test it first and see if everything is in working order. The screen is wide. I'm not entirely sure how wide, but yeah. This is the laptop. This is an Asus VivoBook. So, yeah, I got this on sale. This is what is meant to replace my current laptop, because the current laptop is failing. So over the next little while, the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be testing things out and making sure everything works properly. Well, I'm going to be testing out if it actually works properly tonight, and if everything does, I'm going to start loading software onto here and loading up my songs and testing out the audio and such like that. So it automatically turned on when I plugged the thing into it, so I'm not sure where the power switch is on this. I don't even know if there is one. Oh, there it is right here. That's power. That's good to know. turned on. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna get some kind of screen that says blah blah blah. That's something else that's new for Twitch. We're actually going to be using Windows 10 here, so on this laptop. So this will be a new experience that I will have to quickly learn, because the sooner this gets sorted, the sooner I can get back to doing shows. This is an i5, but it is a quad core. And I think there's 8 or 16 gigs of RAM, and yeah, so there's an SSHD inside of this, a terabyte, so it's a hybrid drive, which is what I was going for. Let's choose this. Oh, weird. This pad is fucking weird. I've never used a pad like this before.
Hi there, I'm Cortana, and I'm here to help.
Okay, Cortana.
A little sign in here, a touch of Wi-Fi there, and we'll have your PC ready for all you plan to do.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Cortana.
Use your voice or the keyboard along the way, and if you'd like me to stay quiet, just select the little microphone icon towards the bottom of your screen.
Okay.
If you need an assistive screen reader, press the Windows, Control, and Enter keys at the same time to turn on Narrator.
Okay, it looks like it's all set up. I didn't want to film all that because there's sensitive information and all of that, and it would have taken way too fucking long. I'm probably going to turn Cortana off because she's annoying, and quite frankly, I can figure this shit out on my own without her. It seems cool. It's nice and fast. Obviously, over the next, everything seems to be working fine and stuff. It's doing some kind of update. I'm gonna have to play around and it's just, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Oh, here we go. Opened up 2 windows here because I clicked on it a little too much. Okay, this is familiar. That's familiar. Just go down like so. Don't care about the Asus gift box. LinkedIn. Okay, these are all. Okay. They're giving me OneNote. Huh. Windows Media Player can fuck right off. Everything looks to be working alright. I'm gonna obviously test once I go a little deeper, dive a little deeper into the laptop, just to see if there's anything I need to be aware of. I'm going to start installing software for music purposes, and I might be able to do some of that tonight. So we are in day 2 of getting this laptop set up, or evening number 2 of getting this new laptop set up. So currently I'm transferring over files from a older USB external hard drive. Seems to be loading quite quickly, so it's going to be done quite quickly, which is good. This one, I was up till 12:30, I think, last night, getting all the stems from the tracks loaded onto the USB or external drive, and it took fucking forever. But now we're starting to load them onto the laptop, and then what I'm gonna do is set up the music software. The software's already loaded on here. I'm using Reaper. That's what I use for my live shows currently, and get the software set up and running, and then I'm gonna obviously test a track and make sure everything is working properly, and if it is, then that'll be it, and this will be utilized for live shows. And yeah, I will just comment here what I've noticed with Windows 10. This is the first time I'm using it. It's I thought it was going to be a drastic shift from well, my last laptop was Vista. This laptop is obviously 10, and my desktop is 7. But I thought it'd be a drastic shift from 7 to 10, and it actually isn't all that bad. It's actually quite easy to use and works pretty much as expected. I mean, there's a few surprises, but nothing that stands out that's getting in the way or anything like that. So, well, it's all plugged in. It's connected to my audio MIDI interface, and we have audio. So this test has obviously worked. I know my software is going to work with this laptop, so I'm going to keep it. There's some other things I have to test, like MIDI connections and stuff like that, but that will be in the next clip. So as you can hear, this is the song, This Is It. And just listen. Yeah, this, out of all honesty, it sounds way better than my laptop, and I don't know if that's because the audio is being processed faster because of the processors on the laptop, but yeah, it sounds really good. So yeah. Okay, I've tested everything, I think, and it's all working. The digital audio workstation software works. I'll be using Reaper, Cocos Reaper, for the live show, as I've always been using it, and I will have to purchase a new license. And this piece of software, I can't really show it to you right now, but basically what I'm doing is rather than using my synthesizer, I'll be using VSTs, in particular sampling VSTs, where I can put samples on different keys on a MIDI keyboard controller, and mapping those sounds to the specific keys, and then using those while playing live for the live show, which means I have a lot more work to do because I have to figure out what I'm going to be playing live, what I'm going to be triggering, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's kind of what the idea is. I'm currently testing out with my Yamaha DX100. So as you can hear, it's playing a sound. I'm using a particular sampler VST in here. So if I hit this, you can hear the sample being played. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing. Obviously it'll take a lot more testing to make sure it's going to work the way I want to, but I think it will. I think it'll work. It seems to be working in my studio environment. Obviously it'll be different in the live environment, but everything seems to be working. Obviously there's more testing that I'm gonna have to do when switching tracks and having things load up properly and stuff like that, but that's kind of what I'm doing. That's the idea with this setup. Like I don't know if I mentioned this in one of the last videos, but the idea with this setup is I'm trying to make it as portable as possible. So I'll actually be replacing this because some of the keys don't work quite well. You really have to reef on the keys to make them, you really have to press down on them to make them work properly. It's probably because there's dust under the contacts or whatever, which I have to clean off, but quite frankly I don't know if I want to take this apart and clean it myself because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but that could be a possible future endeavor, just not now. So I'll be probably replacing it with a proper MIDI controller, and yeah, using that MIDI controller to trigger samples and various instruments and stuff for the live show. And that's kind of where I'm going with this. So the idea is that we're making the setup as portable as possible, something I can stuff into a backpack and you know, throw the laptop in the backpack plus the MIDI controller, as well as my vocal effects processor and my audio MIDI interface and any cables, and then all I have to really do is carry a stand, and it'll be really easy to transport and get around and stuff. And I'm not carrying my big Yamaha EX7 synthesizer, which is like 30 fucking pounds or whatever it is. So if you haven't watched the video vlog I did, kind of updating what's going on in that respect, I'll tell you here. I am retiring my main synthesizer, the Yamaha EX7, from live use because I've gotten all these upgrades for it, and quite frankly, one of them is an aftermarket upgrade, and it's an SD card reader. And being that I can't really mount it inside the synthesizer, or I haven't found a mount that will work with my synthesizer yet, I've basically placed it very nicely into the internals of the synthesizer, and there's an SD card sitting in there, and quite frankly I don't want to carry it around and have the SD card jostle out and shit. So, you know, and then having to reopen the goddamn synth every time and find the SD card and, you know, all that kind of shit if it's not already lost inside the internals of the synthesizer. So I'm just trying to you know, I don't want to do that anymore, so I'll be using it for writing purposes. But as far as the live show goes, I'm not using it anymore for live shows, and going for a more portable setup and something that's quick and easy and doesn't take too much time to set up and just kind of, you know, set up and get going kind of thing. So that's the idea that we're going for. There's going to be a couple other pieces that I'll be adding. Like I said, I'm getting a MIDI controller. There's something else I'm considering getting, but that will be for another video. So that's it for this little update. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're enjoying this journey that we're going on here with the new setup and stuff and the new laptop, and, you know, using this and stuff. Yeah, I think that's it. So see you in the next video.